New conversation. Let's talk, think about it. Let's get it together. Together we can do it. Oh, out of the box. Think out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box. Think out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box.
What's up, Out of the Box family? I am your host, J Got Soul, and this is season 3, episode 2, titled Buck Music. This show is sponsored by Urban Financial Literacy. Urban Financial Literacy specializes in building, protecting, and preserving your wealth. If you or your family need information on life insurance, retirement planning, credit repair, mortgage protection, or trust and estate planning, reach out to Urban Financial Literacy at www.urbanfinancialliteracy.com to book a consultation. Then do yourself a favor and join the Black Money Matters Act Like It movement. Visit www.blackmoneymattersactlikeit.com. The Black Money Matters Act Like It brand is a financial literacy brand. We offer clothing that serves as a reminder to take inventory over your finances through practical budgeting guide. We also have our Now Act Like It worksheet, which is free, and it's also a guide to help you have a practical way of doing your personal budgeting and repeat this budgeting formula monthly. We offer a 30-minute consultation to follow your following your first purchase to get you started on your financial healing journey. So currently we are having our rebranding sale, and we have our remaining items that are going for sale for only $30. And we now have officially dropped our Nova Sky dedication collection, which is now available for order on my website. So get that, and just know that the proceeds from that dedication line will be allocated towards Nova Sky's medical bills. All right, so please note that like I said, a percentage will be going towards the medical bills, and we appreciate your continued support. So thank you for listening, and I would like to ask you all to share this broadcast with as many people as possible, because we know you're going to have some gems from this episode that you're going to want to take with you and share it with a friend. All right, so before we get started, let's have a word of prayer. Dear God, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for our guest, Daisy, who came into the studio and made it here safely. God, we just ask that you protect us and keep us during this show and protect us as we leave this show. We just thank you for all of the opportunities you have afforded us. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. All right, so in studio today we have the Buckest Woman on Earth. She is a krump dancer. She can be seen in the movie Rise. She is a lyrical savage and the originator of Buck music. We have Daisy in the studio, and I'm excited to chop it up with her. So Out of the Box family, help me welcome Daisy to the studio.
Hey.
Yeah. Daisy, man, I've been waiting to talk to you for a minute. Man, this has been a long time coming. I definitely appreciate you for coming through. So let's get into it, Daisy. So tell us, who is Daisy?
Who is Daisy? That's such a broad question. Shoot, I'm just Buck.
Yeah, yes you are.
I'm Buck. Shoot. My mom says that I'm a slow, because I was born 2 weeks late. So I'm a slow miracle.
Ooh, okay.
She wasn't supposed to be able to have me due to some like early life complications, but I'm here, and I guess it's for a reason. But yeah, like you said, I'm the Buckest Woman on Earth.
Sir.
Daisy. Shoot, I don't know. I think I'm just like a collection of things. I think I'm a great friend. I'm a I'm a pretty cool artist. I'm pretty crazy on the dance floor too. Play a little basketball too.
Oh yeah, I saw that block.
Get a little saucy with that. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that's just here to try to make some kind of impact on the earth, man. Trying to see some kind of difference, you know, and just make a mark, because life is so short.
Yeah.
You know, just been learning a lot since this pandemic thing, and just seeing so many things come about. But yeah, man, just a young woman trying to make a difference.
Yeah.
That's Daisy.
Dope. Okay, so what schools did you attend? You a LA native and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, for sure. LA native, West Side. You already know.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is all my like elementary up until like junior high, like I went to Roosevelt. I feel like everybody from LA went to some type of Roosevelt school. I went to Roosevelt and like Downey. I went to Crestwood and San Pedro. I went to Colin Powell in Long Beach, in which I got to actually meet General Colin Powell, like when he was a general at the time. And the school had just opened, and I was one of the kids that got to meet him and actually ask him a question. I don't remember what I asked him. This was like 5th grade. Okay. But they actually they put it in a newspaper, like the Long Beach, I think maybe Press Telegram or something like that, which was pretty cool. But yeah, my grade school stuff, I went to Audubon too. Oh, okay.
That's up the street.
For a little bit. But my high school experience, that's when it was kind of like the heart of when I started getting busy with like my dance stuff and the music stuff. So I only went to high school publicly one day. One day I went to Lawndale High.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
So, and I definitely thought like I was gonna be there for a while, but I was currently in this group called the Giggle Club, which is like a children's group. We were trying to do like a Nickelodeon, Disney type of thing. It was supposed to be like the kids' version of Making the Band. So we were making actually some Kids Bop stuff at the time.
Oh, okay. Daisy and the Kids Bop.
And there was like some potential talk with us getting a deal with Sony. So my mom was like, okay, stuff is getting serious. So she was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and pull you out. Okay. So Lawndale for one day, and at that time I remember I had on my platinum FUBU. First day ready, thinking it's about to go down. Mom's just like, nah, this stuff is getting serious. So went there for one day, and then I actually started to do an independent study program at Hawthorne High. Okay. So that was the next thing. I just had to like go up there, take tests, pick up my work, and then after that I ended up just doing complete like independent study. My mom found like an online program that I kind of just finished out, and she actually threw me my graduation. So it was like a show / graduation, which was pretty cool.
Did you dance at it?
Did I dance? I might have. I remember performing. Okay. I performed, and then some of my krump people were in it. I think I had like praise dancers. My mom went in. She found like a teacher and all that. That's like dope. So I had she made me go take senior pictures, found a spot, all that. She got the big senior picture at her house right now. It's so big.
Make it happen.
Yeah, so my school experience, it was interesting. I for sure thought I was gonna just do the regular thing, but not. Snatched me right out.
That's dope. Okay, so let's talk about how we met. I think it's a really interesting story how we met. So I'll start. You know, for me, I remember meeting you when I was hanging out with Mikey. And she was like, well, I was going through my battle with my niece at that time. Okay. And so she was like, yo, come to the studio. Let's create some music. At the time, she was teaching me how to do like she was teaching me how to play the keyboard and stuff like that. So she was like, let's write a song.
I remember.
You know, so I was like, all right, bet. So she bring me to your house, off well, it was Gardena, right off of Rosecrans, because my mom's salon is right across the street. Okay. So she brought me over there, and we walk in, and you were playing Dumpster Buck for her. And so that was my first time meeting you. And then when I saw the video, I got chills, like immediate chills. I was like, yo. like I felt like you were speaking something within me that I never got to get out. And when I heard it and I seen the video and I saw the expression, I was like, yo, this is crazy. And honestly, when I went into the studio, that energy went with me. So that's how impactful that song and just how your voice is and how you deliver it really is, which is why I'm like, yo, I gotta interview you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I remember meeting you.
That's crazy. Wow.
What do you remember about that meeting?
I do remember that day. I think that was like the rough cut of the video too. And it's so funny because I feel like my energy and my demeanor is kind of mysterious because I'm so chill. Yeah. So it's like when people hear me rap or see me perform or see me dance, it's like, yo, where did this come from?
Right.
Like my grandmother calls it like the Michael Jackson energy.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I do remember that day. So that's crazy that you felt like that. That means it did its job.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It really did. And so I want to ask you, like, what was your motivation behind that song? Because we're going to play it in a second. But I want to know, like, what was the inspiration behind that song?
Dumpster Buck. It's such a crazy title. So the origins of the song is actually it is a krump song. Okay. So in the krump world, you know, we have kind of like our own music, mainly like instrumentals with like crazy ad-libs from like East Coast inspired stuff, Busta Rhymes, MOP, DMX, Jay-Z. But we do actually have a couple of people that I guess could be considered like krump artists. Okay. I wouldn't consider myself a krump artist in terms of my music. I think I'm more so just hip hop culture and bringing this new buck sound into that. But as far as the song, you know, krump is actually, it's been such a male dominated like style of dance since like the beginning. And now in 2023 it's actually a lot more girls like repping and really getting busy. But I felt like I needed to sort of implement like that sort of piece into the movement. And really it was just about repping, like repping even the, just in society, the future is female, like it just kind of being our time, you know what I mean? Even in hip hop, how it's so many women that are welcomed into space now. It doesn't have to just be one, right? You know, it's multiple that's able to do their thing. So Dumpster Buck, it just was like, yo, I gotta let y'all know we here, and in the craziest way possible. Right. Krump is so similar to battle rap too, in terms of like the disrespect. Yeah. And just being in your face. So I just came at it crazy. I guess my approach, how I am, like if I am gonna battle somebody in my like dance form. So, and I wanted other women to like feel that, you know what I'm saying? So the first verse was really on some krump stuff. The second verse, I feel like it was more broader for just the world at large, just the position that women, you know, what we've played just in terms of like, you know, being told you're the weaker vessel, you know what I mean? And then just equality in terms of pay and you know, what we've been taught to believe as far as how we should, you know, carry ourselves and conduct ourselves in the world. So Dumpster Buck is kind of like a response to all of that, like, yo, we not playing with y'all no more. Hey,
I feel that though, and that's exactly how I feel. So I love that joint. Like every time I listen to it, I be in the car and I feel like I transform, like like I'm about to get krump, right?
Get you lit. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy.
All right, y'all, so y'all gonna listen to Dumpster Buck. We are gonna go on our first break, so y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is Dummy Buck. I think I'll call it Dumpster Buck. Dump his punk ass in a trash fucking summer up. Who you calling a bitch, nigga? I got a pit. I put my dog on your ass cause your krump ain't legit. It's the woman made of bullets in full effect. Y'all fully slept. Now your whole squad gotta fill a hex. From the OG out DP, yo big homie next. Snatch his legacy and feed the beast that is Daisy X. Ha ha, I'm starving to drop some bombs and take out the garbage to follow, man. Y'all like all shit it could be upon us. Equality, motherfuck your policy. I'm taking all wins for Scully, though. I'll break your Scully, bro, in front of all them. I am a killer, so don't push me. I turned the veteran man into rookie. Crazy. I am a killer, so don't push me. I turned the veteran man into rookie. Chest bang on your man purse. Nah, I smack your fans till my hand hurt. Yeah, go retarded with Amazonians. Shit, it's Mother Earth, we want the throne again. Sit, think about all the times you deprived us of human rights. You consumed of the uterus, you approved of my body type. Put a screw in my hobby life, drew a line in the sand. Told me to shut the fuck up and lend out a helping hand. Well, I be damned, the families ran off dysfunction, debunk the chain of commands. We'll put the sons in the trash and bring in daughters to dance. At last, think of the past, the pain of the number two. I'm the truth that you always knew and subdued to cook up your food. I am a killer, so don't push me. I turned the veteran man into rookie. Crazy. I am a killer, so don't push me. I turned the veteran man into rookie.
Preparing a structure for you and your nigga, cause I'm not impressed with the prep of you niggas. Applying the pressure, I'm pressing you niggas.
You are tuned into the Out of the Box podcast, season 3, episode 2. We are in studio with Daisy. Man, you just heard Dumpster Buck. That song gets me lit every time. I don't know if y'all felt it, but I still feel it. All right. So let's talk about your dance. How did you get into dancing in that world, the krump world?
Krump. So what I originally did was play basketball.
Okay.
Like that was like my stuff since I was little. But I want to say like around maybe 11 years old. Well, I think everybody in LA knows Tommy the Clown.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, I mean, he is just like a LA staple. Like, you know, if you had a birthday party at some point, somebody had him.
Right.
So he been doing it, you know, since 92. But fast forward to 2001 and he added a whole new just vibe to his world. So he brought in hip hop clowns in addition to himself. So Tommy started doing, I think he had the clowns with him at his birthday parties, but he started having these battle zones.
Okay. Yeah.
So Battle Zone took place at Southwest College first, and then eventually he started having them at the Great Western Forum, which is now I think the Kia Forum.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's so crazy. So crazy. I still think it's the Great Western Forum.
Right.
But so yeah, Battle Zone. My auntie actually, she took me to a Battle Zone event.
Okay.
And that's when I was introduced to that world. So like the clowns, I'm talking, they had on the makeup, fully dressed, but like going crazy to just like all types of like hip hop music, R&B, just like current top 40 whatever at the time. So this is 2001. I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
this is nuts. So she introduced me to that world, and then I think I went home blabbering to my mom like, man, this was crazy. So we eventually kind of like got involved in that world, and I remember I had two cousins. Well, I have two cousins. My two older cousins, that loved to dance as well, and I kind of was like shy kid, really. Like, I guess I always had like these little hidden talents, but just was reserved with it. So, but they were like out there, like just ready. If it's a birthday party, they the first ones on the floor. Everybody is looking for them to get it started. So I looked up to them, like, okay. So I remember once they found out about the clown stuff, we actually went to go try out for a group. Okay. The group was called Get With It.
Ooh, okay.
And Get With It had a tryout at I can't think of the park right now, but my mom took us and we all tried out, and I was scared. So eventually I danced, but it was like whatever. But they was out there doing their thing, so they actually made the group and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So I was like down in the dumps, but trying to be happy for them, because I'm like, you know, like what? So, but I was, just with clown dancing, it was more so like just big on entertainment and being out there and having that personality. So for me, I just kind of like, compared to them, I guess I just didn't appeal. But my mom, she didn't settle for that. She was like, what, forget that, we're gonna start our own group.
Dang, mama don't play.
Yeah. So, and my cousins was actually, they was with it. They was like, all right, cool. So my mom ended up starting a group called, I think we were called No Fear Clowns first. Okay. And we had like auditions in my great grandmother's backyard. So my great grandmother, she's like the big mama of my family. So her house, everybody didn't live there. She had the big backyard. So we had auditions. Couple people came through. So we kind of started our journey there. I think we were probably one of the weakest clown groups though, compared to like
all the ones.
Everybody that was, because back then, like, it was a lot.
They
of
had
them.
a couple.
It was a lot of them. You had True Clowns, Homeboy, Y2K, Worldwide's Finest, and then Tommy was like the top notch. So you had Tommy, and then Tommy had like another division called High Class.
Okay.
So, and he also had an academy too, though, that he had parties at, battles and everything. So we starting off from the ground up in the backyard with our little weed group, grassroots. So, and then like the top notch clowns had like J's on and the cool outfits. We had to swap meet with it. You know what I'm saying? Going to get our chucks and stuff.
But what, they had the brush,
the airbrush joints. Yeah. But my auntie was always just a very fly lady, so she made sure that I got my jumpsuit and my airbrush too later. So she got me lit. But so yeah, our group, we was No Fear, and then once we started getting more immersed like in the world, we switched our name to Get 'Em Up Clowns. Okay. And we started dancing to that Yin Yang Twin song, Get 'Em Up, Get 'Em Up.
Okay.
So that was really like the start of like my dance stuff. And then I want to say the clown thing kind of lasted maybe about at least a good year or two, something like that. And then I got introduced to the first like official krump group, which is called the Cartoons Family. Okay. So that's where I kind of crossed paths with the people that you see in Rise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our group and Cartoons, we actually had a battle first, and they like whooped our tail. It was another case of us being so caught up in the clown world that they was already on a different wave. Yeah. So we was dancing to the fast, sped up music. They already had slowed the tempo down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They whooped us at the park, and then we became friends. So that's kind of like,
can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, on everything. On everything. So that's when like the krump stuff started. Once we got with Cartoons. So yeah, by that time I think basketball had pretty much slowed down, and I was more so kind of in that world. So that's really how like the dance journey started. I was a clown dancer first, and then transitioned into
Tell me about that scene in Rise where it looked like you were emerging out of something. It was like everybody was like, she got something. It felt like everybody's like, she got something and she needs to bring it out. Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
Okay. Just please, I want to know what was going on at that time for you, and how did you emerge out into that person? Because the way you krump now is like, that's what you turned into. It's like the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me about that.
Yeah. That scene, like I said, I think me kind of having that shy thing and, you know, having that whatever in me, but just hadn't really tapped into it yet. I mean, after kind of just being around beasts like Tight Eyes and Miho and Prissy and Dragon, that day we had, it was like a million battles that day, but that particular moment we just was getting crazy. So I was actually battling Dragon, who you see in the movie.
Okay.
And Dragon was real big on character. Like in the movie, he's dressed like this combat guy. He looked like he in Afghanistan somewhere. So, you know, we had the camo on and the Timbs. We just was going to war. Yeah. But I think it was the first time that I kind of just tapped into a different place. And just didn't care no more, you know, and that's what Krump has done for a lot of us. I think Krump kind of allowed this space to where you can be accepted in any form. Okay. Like a lot of us, I think, got confidence from that too. It's like you can make the craziest faces, you can just step out here and be completely free, and we gonna cheer you on and just exchange energy. So that was that time where I just kind of like, we call it a spaz, you know, like we spaz out, and you know, that's what happened.
Oh, dope.
Just spazzed out. So you can actually hear T-Fly say, like, this is what we all been waiting on.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what happened. I just kind of went somewhere else, and you can kind of see it too if you watch the footage. I was like blinking. I ain't tripping out.
It reminds me of how your music comes out though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I see you and then I hear the music and it's like, it's this dummy book. I'm like, who is this? Like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. And it's actually what kind of gave me like an epiphany about what this whole Buck music thing is about. Like, I had to go back to my origin points and really see like, oh, this is what you've been the whole time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Dope. How did you transition into artistry as far as writing music and creating that way?
So another cool thing is, I had a stepdad who was a rapper.
Dope.
My mom was a singer. My mom, I think, left school and went on tour with LL Cool J to go pursue her singing thing. Like, my grandma was looking for her. Like, calling the police and everything.
Wait, she was young? She was she was like a teenager.
Like, dropped out of school, went on tour, like, out of here.
Mama really don't play.
No, everything. So, mom's a singer, stepdad, rapper, and then my biological father actually was a DJ. Oh, okay. So, the music was kind of just, like in the DNA. And my stepdad, he started to teach me how to write when I was like 7 years old. Okay. So that was like something that we just kind of did in the house. Like, he worked on me with the sports stuff, whatever I was interested in, but he really took like his time with me. And he wrote like my first verses and really explained like what the 4 count is and how you approach bars. And he was always getting at me about like being a little more complex with, you know, how I present something. Now, it took me a minute to get in that space. But yeah, he put me on. Like, he used to play me Jay-Z. That was his favorite rapper. Probably still is to this day, and one of mine as well. I was listening to Eminem young too. Okay. You know, I kind of always had a thing for like the more like poetic type artists too. Like, when I was little, like, West Coast music didn't resonate. Like, I was listening to that L Boogie and you know, Lauryn Hill, and just paying attention to what was going on the East. So the music thing, that's crazy because I didn't think I was gonna do that either. I told you, basketball head. We all watching Love and Basketball. Right. We had our chains with the number on it. You know, we going to the WNBA, or we gonna be the first girl to go to the NBA.
Facts. I thought the same thing.
So that was the vibe. So like the whole just art life kind of like really kind of hit me at once. I didn't really get serious, I think, about music until I was about 13. Okay. Which I was already dancing at that time, but I really just started to kind of find a space for it and really I just noticed I paid a lot of attention to just messaging and music, and then just connecting with instrumentation and different stuff like that. So yeah, I got started through him, and then it just kind of like came about later, and I really just started to fall in love with it. So yeah, since I was about 13, the music thing kicked in.
So we're about to listen to Evil Geniuses. That's it, right? Evil Geniuses. So give us the inspiration behind this song, Evil Geniuses. What were you thinking about? What were you conceptualizing through that process?
So the Evil Genius, I think it's just kind of like exposing the perfect plan to hold us down. You know what I mean? Like, just how society is set up, you know, the different systems that are in play, you know, against, you know, us black people or just marginalized groups, the underdogs. Just, you know, we gotta fight for everything that we want. You know what I mean? Whether it's financially, spiritually, just to have some freedom in this country. So I just kind of exposing how it's like, whoa, like you guys are really genius at how you map this out, like going back to slavery and everything.
Right.
Like, yo, this is the perfect plot to get us to just like stay down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of like my take on exposing just those different schemes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna listen to Evil Genius, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You gotta like start off, set off. Cause all that stuff will just make you be set off. You understand? Kill 'em. My mind is a host of a holding these thoughts. Get a glimpse of my clips and explosions go off every time I expose them. I'm closing the coffin. I try to withhold them by choking the cause. You're provoking my flaws cause you're hoping we starve. I'm opposing your law. Your approaches are wrong and that's raw. So it's war with a sword in my jaw. The reward is a fraud. Just to score the applause of the people that's reaping nothing from discussions of government funding. Abundance is trouble. So run if you hear it. Success is a star and they won't let you near it. They keep us afar to distort the appearance of what could be God. So we look to the pyramids, figuring it could be something to benefit till it gets hard. It's the scars of the innocent.
I'm trying to find my peace. I used to believe there was something going wrong with me. I'm trying to find my peace. I used to believe there was something going wrong with me.
I see vipers and cobras. I see vipers and cobras, kill 'em. I see vipers and cobras patrolling the corners, they scoping out noblemen. Or that girl with a dream, low self-esteem. Her lovers be low for them, hope is a joke for them. Hope they can poke on her, give up the coke to him, sold it to all his friends. He won't be broke again, she won't be lonely. See how they controlling him, now they're promoting the hooders. Invested with criminals, no good is invested, just clinical guesses like boredom, depression is pitiful. Let the pivot exhibit the proof and the truth will be critical. Seducing the youth for subliminal, the abuse made us cynical. Use of the juice came from you, trapped and screwed like a tune from the south. These accusers should soon be found out.
I'm trying to find my peace. I used to believe there was something going wrong with me. I'm trying to find my peace. I used to believe there was something going wrong with me.
Kill 'em. My mind is a host of a holding these thoughts. My mind is a host of a holding these thoughts.
Because I know that there's a generation of young girls like myself.
Get a glimpse of my clips and explosions go off. Get a glimpse of my clips and
They're
explosions
trying
go
to figure
off.
out, am I going to be who I am or am I going to be somebody else?
Every time I expose them, I'm closing the coffin. I tried to withhold them by choking the cause. I tried to withhold them by choking the cause. I tried to withhold them by choking the cause.
Just be an individual and be comfortable with the things that make you unique, even if it makes others uncomfortable.
And that's raw, so it's war with a sword in my jaw. And that's raw, so it's war with a sword in my jaw.
I'm trying to find my peace. I used to believe there was something going wrong with me. I'm trying to find my peace.
You are tuned into the Out of the Box podcast. This is season 3, episode 2. We are in studio with Daisy. So Daisy, I have a question for you, and this don't got nothing to do with the song. So the wellness pop-up. I saw you pop up at the wellness pop-up.
Yeah.
What did you think? I didn't do a recap, so I really want to know how you, like, what you think about the event, and did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, for sure. Mikey invited me. I told her I would slide through. I think it was really dope. Like, the energy was very positive.
Yeah.
I love that it was women.
Yes.
You know, all women just getting lit.
Yes.
You know, everybody had like great messaging, you know, in their content. I mean, Mikey was getting off.
Yeah, she did.
She was getting off. Erica was really dope. Erica Mason. I love just the journey that she's on.
Yeah.
Just really walking into her freedom.
Right.
I haven't even like met her yet, but I thought that was really cool. Just her feeling like she could just be who she is now. You know, that was really dope. I did love when you and some of the other vendors came out too. Just representing for the community. In regards to like financial literacy and just wellness and everything. Like, that's so needed, man.
Yeah.
It's just so much going on and so many people struggling. So I always appreciate just information. Like, I feel like that's what we need. People just need information.
Facts. Yeah.
So yeah, it was dope. It was a cool little spot.
Yeah.
I was just in the cut, tucked off, you know what I'm saying?
Sure was.
Nah, but it was definitely a vibe. It was cool.
Yeah, it was everything that we really wanted to bring to the community. Like, as far as the financial literacy piece, like, we really want to do that a lot more. You know, the financial literacy, the wellness. You know, there was a Dr. Karen there, and she had these magnetic things that help to realign your energies and all that. And so I did it. My sister did it. I did it, and she had these magnets where it aligns you, and you'll start, and she'll kind of push you. You'll be off balance, and then she puts the magnets on you for 15 seconds. You hold, and you see how realigned you become, and it was instant. You know, so I'm all about holistic wellness.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into some of that.
Yeah, so that was really powerful. So yeah, we hope to do that a lot more, just for the community, because everybody came out because they wanted it. I think it was a need that we felt, you know, and we filled it that night, you know. So it was a beautiful thing. It was a bunch of black people in there, not having no type of problems.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it was dope. Okay, now let's get back to you. So how did you find your voice? Because your voice is very distinct. I think I could pick you out of a lineup if I heard your voice. How did you develop that voice?
I think just with time, I went through a lot of hood studio sessions. Being in the garage, off the window, and cakewalk and all that. I'm just playing. Nah, it's just kind of something that's there. It's interesting because if I play you like some stuff from like my teenage phase, you can hear it back then, but it just sounds so much smaller.
Okay.
But I've always kind of had this kind of power thing there, and I swear it's natural. Like, I don't force anything. Like, that's just how it comes out. Like, I feel like you got some artists you might come across that like try to put on like a performance voice.
Yeah.
But it's really just organic, and I think it kind of just puts me back in like alignment with knowing that it's something that God gave me. Like, I kind of look at it as like a trumpet or something. Okay. Just sent to wake the people up a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so what do you see this journey where do you see this journey taking you as far as your music goes, and like, where do you see it going?
Honestly, the goal is to reach like the misfit, the outcast, the oddities of the world. I don't know exactly, you know, who my music is gonna touch. I mean, you kind of have a demographic in mind, but it's like you don't really know how it's all gonna unfold. You don't know what people are gonna jump at. It's like putting a video out there and you don't know what's gonna go viral, right? But I would hope that what I'm trying to do with Buck music is definitely something to inspire, to transform some lives, to just get people lit, and just get people free too. You know, I think freedom is the goal.
Okay.
You know, freedom to just be yourself in whatever capacity. And the Buck culture thing, it really just crosses like everything. It's stemmed from krump culture, but it's so much more than that. Like krump now is an established dance style.
Yeah.
You know, and there are krump themes within Buck, but Buck really is you being a true version of yourself. So it's like me being the Buckest woman on earth. It's an alter ego for me, but it's also something that I feel like another woman can be. So I kind of picture myself festivals, concerts, and like other women, little girls, they got on a Buckest Woman on Earth t-shirts because that's who they believe they are as well, and that's how they approach life. Like Buck is a mindset. You know, it really is. It's how we talk, how we dress, how we approach stuff. Like you can identify Buck in anything. Like you could be watching a movie that has crazy dialogue that you connect with, and you know, one of us would be like, yo, that was Buck.
Right.
You gonna hear me say it all day long. Something's Buck. So I think that's the mission, to get the world Buck.
Okay. So, what do you have any projects in the works? Any music that you're creating now that you're working on?
Yeah. So I'm currently crazy, like I was telling you before the interview, like just trying to figure things out. You know, the social media life, this internet life, you gotta be smart. So I think my problem is I am a bit of a perfectionist, and I have withheld so much stuff for a long time. It's like, to be where I'm at now, I should have had so many projects out, and I don't have a single thing out.
So you got a lot of stuff in the vault, is what you're saying?
I do have stuff in the vault. I got stuff I've scrapped, stuff I probably lost in old hard drives and computers and everything. But I think now, 2023, the goal is to sort of just connect with the people. Because even with my social media stuff, I've appealed more so to my krump audience, which I feel is a base too. So now I want to just get out into the mainstream world more and really just go for it. So I'm hoping by, I would say, the end of this year, I'll have an EP out, like actually on platforms. But I am getting ready to drop like a series of just like freestyles and videos and just do it. You know, so that's what I'm on right now. Just getting everything ready and getting ready to present. So I actually got something that I'm about to drop like in a minute. Like,
I'm looking for it.
It's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy.
It's not like you don't drop anything crazy.
I know, but people have been asking me, man, for the longest, like, when you gonna put music out? Where can I watch your music? And I hate having to answer that, because it's like, it's coming. So now I gotta stop BSing and really go for it. My mom be like, look, you can't just drop one thing a year. So especially my live video that you connected with. Like, I feel like if I had already sort of established, you know, some songs out there, some stuff that people could already have been listening to, I think I would have got an even bigger response for that. Because that video to me is already on a level of like Tiny Desk and like everything, you know what I mean? So I just had to go back and get it right. So that's what I'm doing now, just trying to get it right and connect with the right people like you and just whoever else is in the path. So that's what I'm on now.
Okay, so where can they find what you have out now?
So currently, you're gonna be mad again, everybody. There's nothing on the platforms yet, but I'm in the process. Hopefully, I would say by this summer I'll have stuff on everything. So I mean, you can go to my YouTube channel and like watch my videos, or go to my Instagram and see the little stuff I released there. But it's nothing that you can go find yet. So, but We're gonna get it cracking this summer. I promise.
The video is worth a watch, though. I tell you, like, it's gonna get you lit, and so it'll give you that preview before she actually drops. So, what's your YouTube handle?
So my YouTube handle is, I think it's just at Daisy, it's at the Days. So TheDaize. All of my handles is pretty much that. My Instagram, my YouTube. I do have a Twitter, but I barely like write on there.
Yeah.
Just kind of like lurk and look at the world and shake my head. But yeah, and my Twitter is Prototype Daisy. So yeah, the Days though, that's how you can find me. Type in Dumpster Buck Daisy.
Yes.
And it's gonna come up and go crazy.
Dope. Okay, so we're gonna listen to the last song of Forgiveness. So again, tell us what was the inspiration behind this song, Forgiveness.
So Forgiveness was a song I feel that was birthed out of like my coming into my spirituality sort of phase. Yeah, I just have this this interesting little relationship with God, I think.
Okay.
I think every warrior does. It's like you question everything in life, but then you have this crazy faith though that it's just all gonna work out.
Yeah, for sure.
At the same time. So but yeah, Forgiveness it's actually like a remake. The song was originally an artist in the UK. His name is Wretch32, and Labyrinth, which is one of my favorite artists and producers, he produced the joint. He's singing on the hook and everything.
Dope.
I heard that song, I was like, yo, I gotta make my own rendition, because it's just about, you know, forgiveness, which is the main theme of God, like just wanting us to forgive. I mean, if you don't forgive, he ain't gonna forgive you, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the main messaging in the song. So I heard that and was like, yo, I gotta go in on this. So I remember when I used to perform at little like church events and stuff, that I used to go crazy on it. So Eva J loved that song too.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the inspiration behind that.
Okay. Well, y'all stay tuned. Let's listen to Forgiveness, and we'll be right back.
Holding on, trying to be somebody, but it won't be long before you need somebody. Holding on, trying to be somebody, but it won't be long before you need somebody. Excuse me, my friend, forgot that you were standing there. Excuse me, my friend, I don't remember who I am. All I know is I was reaching for the stars. Let go everyone, I had it from the start. Oh, forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. Hey, forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. Hey.
And it's like this unforgiveness thing, it got me trapped, and I'm dying to get out the box. Still conquering the cosmos, striving for perfection with my eyes closed. Not a diamond, but a rhinestone, falsified with the same effect, mind blown. I got questions like, can these dry bones live again when I'm harboring a time zone? Overshadowed by imagery and high tones, relapsed and recapped the cyclone. Screaming murder to the vessels that invest in scars. Peacemakers eat later, and I'm a starving artist. Dream takers breathe hatred with no regard, regardless whether or not I got a broken heart. So pardon me, friend, harmony is far from me. I know he's sovereign, but involvement seems to call on me. And I heard them cry, for they know not what they do. If you don't forgive them, then I won't forgive you. So what to do?
Excuse me, my friend, I think I might have hit my head. Excuse me, my friend, I don't remember who I am. Cause I'm holding on, trying to be somebody. But it won't be long before
Control is power at its finest peak, and you're the tower that reminds my mind that I am weak. No thinking twice, you live your life, and we hardly speak. Paying the price, breeding strife, and it's hardly peace. 70 times 7 is indebted. I fell 7 more times and got back up. You get the message. At the expense of my sentences, somebody probably feeling pressured on the edge of a ledger, casting pearls among the peasants. Jumping the fence of offenses to get across the street, but without repentance, this mission ends with a gnarly beef. I was a victim forming weapons out of carnal grief. You know, hurt people, and it all repeats. Let it go, let it drop, don't pick it up. Blotted out, forgotten about, the blood drenched it up. And I heard them cry, for they know not what they do. Since you chose to forgive, I gotta forgive you.
Be my friend, I think I might have hit my head. Excuse me, my friend, I don't remember who I am. Cause I'm holding on, trying to be somebody. But it won't be long before I need somebody. Forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. Forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. Forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. Forgiveness, asking for
Yo, you are tuned in to the Out of the Box podcast, season 3, episode 2. We are in studio with Daisy. So I was just telling Daisy, like, yo, everybody gonna be mad because this music is not available right now. It's so dope. Yo,
I might just throw it on
just
YouTube,
throw it on
like,
there.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's time.
I probably should just throw it on.
Yeah, I think you should. For sure. All right, so what kind of adversity have you had to face through this process of creating?
Oh man, shoot, being told that they don't know what to do with me. I mean, I've had meetings, shoot, as young as like 14 years old. I remember like putting together some kind of EPK package for Virgin Records. No, I'm sorry, J Records.
Okay.
And I remember they wrote back like, yeah, you know, just you're not ready. I had a meeting at Virgin Records. Like I went to New York. It was actually the same weekend that we were going to do a Q&A for Rise. We went to the Tribeca Film Festival. This was like 2005, the year the movie came out. And me and my mom stayed a day later to go to this meeting. The music that I had at the time wasn't completely written by me. So in this meeting, the guy that we were dealing with, the A&R, he's like playing the tracks, listening to it, stops the music, and he tells me that I need to work on my pen game a little more. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even write the stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I still was kind of, you know, sharpening my iron at the time. But yeah, man, just coming across different folks who just felt like they didn't know how to market me. It's like, okay, is she a backpack rapper? Is she into the gospel field? Is she conscious? Is she yada, yada, yada? Which, that's what I'm saying. It brought about this recent epiphany. Like, no, she's Buck. She's a mixture probably of all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and that can be frustrating as an artist. You know what I mean? Just having meetings, doing showcases, you know, trying to present something, just getting somebody to believe in what you're doing, and wanting to be behind it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of been like a main theme. And then just coming across people who also, you know, just pretend to be something they're not, you know, act like they're bigger than they are, different, you know, booking agents and different people and all that, and you
Right.
think you got a little situation, and then they be fraudulent.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of a crazy thing to deal with, I think, within the business. And then just constantly staying motivated after that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like feeling like, okay, like I said, it's no particular way, I guess, to really see success in this thing as far as like a formula. You know what I mean? So it's just having to keep on pushing through that type of stuff. Like, okay, y'all don't have a narrative for me. I got my own narrative.
Yeah.
So, and when y'all see what I do, you're gonna be coming back
Yes.
with a whole bidding war. You feel me?
Dope.
So yeah.
Okay, so what kind of advice would you give for aspiring artists on the rise?
Man, I would say the main thing is don't forget the art. You know, like I know everybody got their own, you know, ambition and reasons why they do what they do. You know, everybody want to get some money and take care of their livelihoods and their families and stuff, but ultimately the art, man, like that's what we're creating as history. It's like when we look back at this time, like what did you do that like actually transcended, like that changed some stuff, that like shakes something up, like really being immersed in what you're creating. Because I mean, to me, that's what makes us like the universe. Like we are creators. So really tapping into that and not being afraid to like go there, whatever that looks like for you. Like no matter how out there it is or how normal it may just come off, like just be who you are and just like go crazy, like be uber buck about it.
Yeah. Always be buck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Daisy, we appreciate you for pulling up on us. It has been a great time. I definitely enjoyed this conversation.
Oh man, me too.
Yeah, so let's see. So y'all be sure to check out her YouTube channel, and hopefully she'll drop her music like this coming week or something.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Because I'm telling you, she don't come half stepping at all. Like everything she does is top notch. So y'all definitely want to get tapped in with that. But this has been Out of the Box show. This is season 3, episode 2. Thank you to those of you that has tuned in live. We enjoyed ourselves and we hope you did too. Again, we want to extend a special thank you to our sponsors, Urban Financial Literacy. They are helping everyday people build, protect, and preserve their wealth. So to learn more, visit urbanfinancialliteracy.com. Also, a friendly reminder to head over to www.blackmoneymattersactlikeit.com. We are having our rebranding sale where all of our remaining items from our previous collection is $30. And so, yeah, tap in with us. Leave a comment on my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube page. I will be back in studio May 20th. You never know who we're gonna have in the studio next, so y'all make sure to stay tuned. We are out. Peace.